everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft Survival Let's Play episode. My name is Ramses, and let's get started. So we are down here in our giant storage room where we're gonna be doing some redstone. I've mocked out the areas that we're going to need to be filling with redstone with these stonework slabs, and I built the first little bit of this one. This is not everything. It still needs the drop evaders and a lot of hoppers and stuff, but this is kind of the first level. And before I get too far, I kind of wanted to recreate this on every single one of these. But I kind of wanted to show you guys what's going on real quick. I'm not going to do a full in-depth tutorial on how to build this storage system because I didn't design this. This storage system is designed by Tango Tech, who's really cool, and I will be linking his video, his tutorial to this system in the description of this video, and I might even provide a link to his channel in the end cards and everything. But I will talk a little bit about what we have going on here. So this little bit right here, for those, by the way, I'm gonna speak redstone lingo right now. So for those of you who don't know much about redstone, this might not make a lot of sense. But for those of you who do, I thought I would just say a couple things about this. This right here is a clock, so that whenever this torch turns off, we've got a clock right here. This is like what do you call this? A pulse extender that is triggered by these right here. So these are the beginnings of our dropper evaders. Whenever anything goes through the droppers, it's going to signal these two torches, which will signal this pulse extender, which will signal this clock, which will loop it's how it's going to signal for the droppers that there's still items coming through this drop evader, and that it should still keep giving signal to them so that we can get the items all the way up. I know it's kind of a confusing thing to talk about right now, but anyways, yeah, that's what I'm up to right now, is kind of building this stuff. I suppose before I continue, there's one thing that I should mention to you guys, in that my texture pack probably looks a little bit different. You can see this cobblestone right here is different. These droppers are different. Little things with the comparators and repeaters are different. I have officially downloaded the you can hear slimes jumping all over the place. I've downloaded the new texture pack that Mojang has released, and so there's a couple neat little changes that are made. You can see this green right here. Oh gosh, there's a bunch of stuff I did between episodes and I completely forgot to talk about. Here, we'll touch on that real quick. I moved our enchanting setup to over here so it wasn't in the middle of the floor. I thought that this looked better, and I decided that I wanted a, cauldron area. And so to make our cauldron look even cooler, I decided to add what ostensibly would be, potion ingredients or something like that. So we've got, a mushroom here and some other flowers and cactus and things here. The flower and the cactus are actually references to our two colors that we've been using for most of the series thus far. And then that's just a birch sapling because I thought it looked nice. I just wanted a cool little thing right here. Is it nighttime out? It is nighttime out. I'm going to go sleep real quick so that I can kind of show you guys outside, because things look a little bit different out there right now. So I'm outside on the roof right now, just looking around. You can see that our mossy cobble, the moss stone, is a lighter color that's more close to the green color on the mossy stone brick, which I really like. I think that's my favorite thing about the new texture pack, is how good the new moss stone looks. Beyond that, most stuff is pretty similar. Gravel looks a little bit different. Here, let's go check out some gravel. We'll try not to get blown up or anything. I'm sure there's creepers and stuff around. But I'm sure I've got some gravel over here from when we were terraforming in the last episode. Yeah, this is the gravel texture, and I actually think it looks really good. I think in general, I really like this texture pack. There's a couple things. I'm not crazy about the cobblestone texture, but I could get used to it. And I don't like the new glass texture, which is why I'm still using the Vanilla Tweaks glass texture. So I still have Vanilla Tweaks on as well. That's a resource pack I've been using for quite a long time. And I have links to that in the description always. I always keep them in the description. So just real quick, I thought I'd show you guys... Oh, didn't mean to click on that. I just thought I'd show you guys those things. I've got some redstone stuff in my inventory. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, and I think that's most of the stuff that's different and changed. This path and everything is from the previous episode. There is one other thing. Now that I remember, there is one other bit of work I did between episodes. The other bit of work that I've been doing, you can actually see the minecart texture is a little bit different as well. If that looks a little weird to you, that might be why. And the log texture is a little grainier. I almost want to say hairier. I know it's not actually hairy, but it's kind of what it reminds me of now. Anyway, the other thing that I wanted to show you guys is that I've been doing a little bit of work in here. I varied up the texture in the walls and added these beams right here. So you can see, I think this looks really nice. The idea is kind of that there was like, when this tunnel was dug out, all of this loose gravel and cobblestone and stuff was here, and they had to hold it back with these fences and logs. So the logs hold up the ceiling, and these fences are kind of designed to help hold back some of the cobblestone and stuff. I just think it looks really nice. Really quick, let's take a quick tour down here. Obviously, we're going kind of fast, so it's hard to see much of it. Maybe we can see some on the way up. And then it just ends down here. I can't really decide if I want to keep these fences here or not. I just wanted something there, I guess. Oh, here we go. This is a little bit slower. But yeah, I thought this looked kind of nice, and I just wanted this tunnel to look a little bit nicer and neater for when we're going up and down to our mine shaft. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go continue working on the redstone for the sorting system because there is plenty of work to be done. Alright, I told you guys I was going to do some more redstone, and I've done quite a bit more redstone. This storage system is currently functional. It's just the bones, right? It doesn't have any kind of aesthetic things added to it to actually make this room look nice, but this system is functional now. And I can kind of describe to you how it works. If you want a more in-depth description, obviously go check out Tango's video, but yeah, basically what happens is we're going to send items up this dropovator, and then down a system of hoppers right here. And every time it passes by a chest, it's going to look for open spots in the chest, or it's going to look for a stack that it can join up with. Every item is going to do this. So if it's dirt and it comes in, it sees, oh, here's a stack I can join up with. It's going to join up with this. And that's why we have to fill this all in, is because our first open space is going to just start collecting whatever items pass through there that haven't reached their given destination yet. So for instance, this one right here, I want to eventually put some acacia wood and stuff in. The way it works, it's going to go these chests, then these ones, then these ones, and then these ones, and it's going to keep going down the line, which means that if I was trying to sort some mushrooms and there were still these empty spaces, the mushrooms would get caught in here before they ever got caught in here, which is where I actually want them to get caught. Which is why I made, and I've actually just started storing them in here, these storage rocks. I renamed them in an anvil. It makes them a separate item than cobblestone. They don't count as cobblestone when I rename them, which means they won't sort in the cobblestone. And I can use them as placeholders for, you can see right here, like this chest is all storage rocks right now. This one has some storage rocks in it because I'm not sure what's going to go here yet. Similarly, there's a couple other places where I've got some storage rocks just like that. Now, for the most part, I've tried to actually fill stuff in, but as the whole idea is that I wanted to build a storage system that we could grow into, not build one and then have to build a bigger one later. So hopefully this one's going to be good for us for a very, very long time, and we'll be able to sort lots and lots of stuff here. And currently, I've used these, like the first 3, and then maybe like just the top 2. I can't reach it here. If I stand up here, I can reach this one. Just the top 2, and then after that, this one is all empty, and these 2 columns are both all empty as well. So we've got plenty of room to grow into it. What I want to do now is go through and check all of the empty spaces and make sure that it's all filled with storage rocks, and if I need to make some more, I can. And then I actually want to start toying around with what the design of this room is going to look like a little bit of a build palette. I don't really know yet. I think probably some spruce wood and some stone brick, that kind of thing. Like, I think I want to make it look kind of cool and stone brick-like. So I'm going to keep toying around with that, and I'll bring you guys back a little bit later once I have something a little bit better. I just slept, and I'm headed back downstairs again to go show you guys the work that I've been doing thus far. It's actually quite a lot. Sorry that I'm jumping around so much and getting so much work done without you guys. It's been, I guess it's really just that I really want to get this project done. It's been so long. You can see I put a ceiling on it with stone brick and some glowstone. But let's actually do the reveal of what this place looks like now. This is my idea so far.
Um, I really like this blue stained hardened clay or blue stained terracotta, whichever it's called. I think it looks really, really nice. With the wood and the item frames, and we're using dark oak up the top, and then this right here, and on the floor I've got kind of this cool little mix of blocks like we've been using on the sides of our house and stuff. Um, then the back wall felt really empty, so I decided to make a design that looked like a chest, and this is the closest I've come up with. Um, I'm not honestly I'm not sold on it. It's not really jumping out at me. This down here, by the way, is the output chest for our system. Anyway, and then this is the input chest, and I'll show you guys how this all works in just a minute. But yeah, I'm not sold on this right now. So what? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I will leave this up to a poll. I'm gonna put a poll in the video right around here, and you guys let me know whether you think I should keep it or whether you think I should get rid of it. And if anybody has any ideas of how to improve, like maybe using different blocks or something, if anyone has any ideas of a better way to make this look like a chest, shoot me a message in the comments, and I'll check that out, because I was struggling trying to figure out which blocks to use. I found that this wood texture right here looks so hairy and strange in comparison to this one, but when I used the dark oak texture, it looked strange that this part and this part had the same texture. And when I used like a gray hardened clay, which comes out looking very brown, it came out looking too flat on the edges, and so I didn't know what texture to use, mostly for the sides of this thing, but also just for the whole thing in general. And this is the best shape I could come up with given the space requirements that I have. For the record, this whole wall is, I think, like 11 or something like that across, and chests have like a 14 or 15 across pixel, square, like the actual Minecraft chest. So yeah, this is the closest thing I have right now. But absolutely, please vote in the poll, and I guess we'll figure out later what this thing is. For the time being, the next work that we're doing is going through and labeling each chest. So what I'm doing, you can see I've already started, right? This one right here is fish, and I just put a salmon in there. This one is redstone, which means I'll just take one piece of redstone, and I'll throw it... I have to get awkwardly close sometimes. It's difficult to get the top ones, for the record. And right now, yeah, I'm just going through. I'm seeing, oh, hey, iron goes in this one. Let me put some iron right there. This one is slabs and stairs. I'm going to use a stone slab to signify it. Not that it really matters. I could use a cobblestone slab, but this one's saddles. For the record, this is probably I think the saddle texture is my least favorite part of the new Minecraft Mojang texture pack. I think it looks absolutely terrible. I keep having to get really oh my gosh, how close do I need to get? Jeez, okay. Rail. That's an easy one. I can just use this rail. Oh man, and then I fall down the stairs. I'm gonna use paper for this one, because I think that might be like the common ground for me. I think the glass might end up moving, and these are just kind of random things that I threw in here for right now. But I think the common ground here is paper. The glass, I do think I want to move to another location. But this one will definitely be a diamond. And this one's a really random chest. I actually don't know exactly what this one is. I think I actually want to use a jack-o'-lantern, because that's a really random block. So I'll put a jack-o'-lantern in there. This one is tools. I've actually got a better tool upstairs I can put in there. And that reminds me, I need to show you guys something in regards to this chest. Let's remember that it is 1, 2, third section, second chest up on the second row over. We need to remember this chest. This one I want to do with... I feel like I want to do it with nether wart block. That'd be a cool block to do this with. It's kind of up to me. It's whatever I'm going to remember. And it's going to be super helpful, because I've been having to navigate this place without any hints for a while now. And just kind of guessing, and I have to try like 4 times before I find my iron chest. Which is, yeah, annoying. I think, what did I say this one was going to be? This looks like it might actually be potion ingredients, but it's not all the potion ingredients. It's just kind of some more, it's like nether drops almost. Which is good because I want to start making a lot more nether wart, and I already am making a lot more blaze rods. So I guess I'll use, well, I'll use the nether wart for now. I might use something else later. Oh, come on. And then this one is quartz, and I definitely want to use the new, I love the new nether quartz texture. I think that's really cool. And then I think after that, this is all nothing. I don't have anything decided yet, and I can always move things around. Nothing needs to change with the redstone. How I sort things is entirely my decision on this end. The redstone is just checking for places to put things. So let's actually grab ourselves some storage rocks, and let's go check to make sure we have everything good. I'm just going to go through here and make sure that all the spaces are filled up. I'm going upstairs right now to use this anvil right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm naming some more cobblestone storage rocks. There we go. And then from here, yeah, I'm just doing this to a bunch of different cobblestone right here. Is that right? Storage. I have to kind of double check and make sure I'm spelling right. I'm not really great at spelling. Do these mix? They do. Okay. Some of them weren't mixing before. I must have had some slight differences in the way I was spelling storage rocks. I actually just broke my anvil. I had 2 stacks of cobblestone left to rename, which is kind of funny actually. So I guess we need to make a new anvil. I stuck these crafting tables down in here in the corner. I love the new crafting table texture as well. And there we go. There's a new anvil. I'm just going to set this on the ground in here for now in order to rename these last 2 stacks. There are a couple chests that I'm not going to put storage rocks in the empty spaces because I'm actually going to take them out of the sorting system. They're still going to look like they're part of the sorting system, but the redstone is not going to address them at all. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do that. Tango mentions it in his video as well, so you'll be able to see him tell you how to do that, but just for the record, I want to show you guys how that works. I just ran out of storage rocks, and I've got plenty more to do, but before I do that, I want to set up the chests that won't be part of the sorting system. So that's going to include this one, and also I'm going to add 2 more just for safe measure, so these ones also aren't filled with storage rocks, even though these ones are. So the 2 underneath the quartz and the nether wart, and underneath the jack-o'-lantern and the slabs. And I think I can remember where those are. They're second from the bottom on this module, and second from the top on this module. So let's go down, because we're going to have to access these from the back side. I probably should have brought some blocks with me, now that I think about it. And also, I have a feeling I'm actually probably going to lose my hopper in the process. Yeah, I definitely should have brought some blocks with me, because I need to get up there. Okay, well, I'm going to go grab some blocks real quick. I wasn't even thinking about that. Alright, so this is the module with the ones on the bottom that we need to change, and this is the module with the ones on the top that we need to change. I'm going to come up probably, I guess, right here. And it'll be... I guess I need to somehow jump up here. I need to access this hopper right here. This is not really an easy thing to do. I think I'm going to have to temporarily destroy this block, even though it's a necessary block for what we're doing. Okay, so now we're looking at this right here. This chest is one that we don't want to sort into, correct? We don't want the sorting system to access this one. Currently, it is. It is currently, that hopper is pointed into it. But if I take this hopper, instead of pointing into the chest, I point it straight down, it's going to skip this chest. So what I have to do now is, hey, I got it. I was hoping that would happen. Oh, crud. Actually, so I successfully changed the ones up here to be pointed down as well. And then I need to replace this one. And in the process, I did... Whoa. I fell down is what I did in the process. This side I have a slight problem with. There is a hopper missing because I was a dork and I accidentally let it go into the system. And now I have to go find it. And I think all that dirt also just went into the system. So evidently at some point I broke a redstone repeater while I was in there, because I just found the redstone repeater on this side of my storage system in an empty chest. So I'm going to have to go figure out where this thing is broken from. And I did get the other hopper as well that I lost. So I'm going to head back in here. As you can see, it's kind of difficult to fix this thing when you need to. So I try not to need to. Oh, I think this is it right here. This must be the redstone repeater. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, I'm feeling better about that now. Where is the hopper that I'm missing? Oh, it's right here. Oh, man. Okay, replacing the hopper from above. This one is going into this chest, which means it actually does want to be part of the sorting system. And then I need to replace this block right here, which this repeater is going into. Put a torch back on to keep everything well lit. And I think we're doing pretty good right here. Alright, I think we're ready to give this thing a test. So I've got two things in my inventory right now that I was using. I've got the iron from here, and I've got the iron for making the anvil, and the dirt that I was just using to scaffold. And we're going to try to sort these two items into our system. Now, I haven't finished putting in all of the storage rocks yet, so at some point these end right here. So theoretically, this should be where any extra items show up, if extra items that aren't going to be sorted come through. For instance, let's try to sort our shield as well, and just see what happens. Theoretically, our shield should come through to here. And let's actually look real quick. We are at 64 dirt exactly, so we should be at 41 in this stack. And with the iron, we are at 64 here, so we should be at 12 in this stack, once everything's all done and sorted. So let's go ahead and stick this stuff in here. And now I'm just going to wait a minute for it to all sort. And when it's done, I will bring you guys back and see what happened. This is kind of a slow system. If you want, though, actually, we can go down real quick and actually see the lights flashing. And is anything else still sorting? It looks like maybe it's not. So that might be done right now. Let's actually go check at what the state of things are. Starting with the dirt, we should have 41 right there. Good. 12 right there, which is exactly what we said. And what do we say? Over... Oh, why is it not there? Oh, because... Does it make its way up? I'm confused. It should have made its way into here. That's pretty strange that it sorted over to here first. I'm actually not sure why that's the case. There's also one piece of dirt from earlier, I guess. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. I guess it won't matter too much because I'm going to fill all this stuff up and it should go to my output chest. So that will actually solve that problem for us. I guess I'll put in one more piece of dirt to sort. Bring this guy up to 42. In fact, it should probably almost be there by now. Yep, there we go. See, now it's done. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to get out some more cobblestone. And I need to make some more storage rocks. And then put the rest of the storage rocks in our system so that we can actually use the output chest accordingly. Because the stuff that doesn't get sorted, like my shield just now, should come through to here. And the reason the dirt didn't get sorted, by the way, I didn't mention this, but the reason the dirt went over there instead of going in here was that the dirt must have fallen into a hopper someplace over here, in which case it just went this way. It doesn't go backwards to look for stuff behind it. So if it falls in somewhere over here, or if for some reason, actually this is another important thing to think about. With this current design, this can change once 1.13 comes along, and I may even try to change it when that's the case. This side column on every single module, you can't see it right now, but they're trap chests. And when you open a trap chest near a hopper, it gives a signal to the hopper, which stops the hopper from delivering items, which means that if we are looking inside the chests while we're trying to sort, anything on this side, like for instance, if we try to sort grass, and then we open this chest, it will actually skip our grass chest because the signal from the chest will go to the hopper. And so that's just something you have to remember. When 1.13 comes out, I can actually replace all those trap chests with regular chests, because that won't be a rule anymore. We'll be able to place chests next to chests next to chests all we want with, how many times can I say the word chest, right? But anyways, we can do that without any negative consequences or anything. So I may change that just to make the system able to be used while we're sorting it. That makes sense to me, but for the time being, I'm just going to keep naming some storage rocks. I'm setting the anvil down right here, and I put my spare storage rocks. I'm actually just going to keep them for now in the output chest. And then I want to do another test with my shield to see, one, how long it takes to get all the way across the system, and two, to see if it actually gets to the output chest or gets hung up anywhere else. Alright, the system should be done. I just waited a little bit, and let's go look at the output chest. The light blue shield comes all the way through. So this system is now working. We have a working item sorting system. I've got crafting tables down here. I've got an anvil that's almost broken. I burned through like 2 anvils on this thing. Anyway, yeah, input chest here, output chest there is functional. All of these are filled with storage rocks for now until I decide to put stuff in them. I may reorganize this system quite a bit as time goes on and as my needs change. One thing I guess I didn't really mention, but you may have assumed, when it comes to the 4 chests that we're not sorting into, they're going to be for tools and things like that. Maybe also potions and things like that. So that's just something to think about. Like saddles are not sortable because they don't stack. So anything that doesn't stack, like tools, saddles, I think cauldrons probably do stack, but even still I put a cauldron in here because I don't really need a space for cauldrons. But yeah, so anything that doesn't stack, I'm going to need to not have connected to the system, which will include tools and potions and things like that, which actually means now that I have that set up, it's probably time that I could actually move some of the stuff from upstairs to downstairs. That's still, there's some stuff still up there. So this one right here, as I mentioned, is going to be tools. And I'm just going to kind of stick some random tools around here. I saved some bows at some point. I don't remember what for. Maybe because it's an infinity bow and I thought I might want that eventually. Original iron armor I'm going to hold on to for now. Maybe I'll put it up on an armor stand somewhere later. That actually is not a bad idea. You know, I was about to look for where I need to sort these things into, but I don't have to. The other thing that I'm going to add right now is bottles of water are going to go in here, along with my remaining just empty glass bottles. I'm going to use the empty glass bottle actually to mark potions. I'm only doing that because I don't want to waste a potion, if I'm being honest. I've got these nice potions right here. I kind of want to hold on to them. Alright, so in here I've got my saddles, and I may change that later, but this is right now holding saddles, and I've got my tools in here, and they're labeled. And then in the empty potion bottle box, I've got actual potions. And then in the water bottle one, I've got water bottles and a couple spare glass bottles. And that's good because that makes sense to me, especially since my potion, I'm going to make this potion ingredients. All kinds of potion ingredients. I'm going to put this storage rock over here. I think that is going to be it for me today. I'm feeling really good about the way this stuff looks. In the next episode, I kind of want to hook up our minecart system to this. So we've got that system that comes up from our mine shaft and delivers items automatically. I want to run some kind of line in the next episode that actually gets it to access our input chest or our input line somehow. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but probably using maybe some like water channels and some hoppers and things like that. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. And other than that, I'm so excited that we have this system up and running now. I've been feeling like kind of in a liminal space when it comes to item storage for a little while now in this series. And I'm really excited that we got this done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I encourage you all to continue to be your beautiful selves. Until I see you next time, have a blast. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time.